What is up, everyone? Welcome to another edition of The Danny Show. I'm your host, Dan Cody, giving you commentary and reviews on all things wrestling. Thank you guys so much for joining. Let's get started with tonight's review of Friday Night Smackdown. And this was a pre-taped episode because it was still in Nebraska, while many of the WWE superstars were in Japan yesterday. So, let me give my quick thoughts. First and foremost, let me just say, while I did not expect one of the guys in the bloodline. I keep getting the Tongas and Tama, I get them mixed up. So if I sound ignorant, excuse me. But I get one of them mixed up because one of them is now going around like Nick Fury because he injured his eye. But thankfully, for the bloodline's sake, Jacob Fatu stepped up and helped Tamatanga, I believe, win the gauntlet match tonight, which I knew they would. What I did not expect was that the Street Profits, another one of my favorite tag teams right now, really went at it and put on an amazing show. They ran through the OC pretty deadly, as well as Corbin and Apollo Crews. The showing of the Street Profits was awesome. By the way, happy belated birthday to Angelo Dawkins. But as expected, the Bloodline won the match. And of course, I thought it was kind of funny when Solo was standing in the back making strikes behind the referee's back and then just doing like this, having a little fun. You don't see Solo having a lot of fun because back when Roman was in charge, Solo was just the Iceman. He was more of an Iceman than Dean Malenko in the WCW days. And speaking of Solo, Cody Rhodes has challenged Solo to a face-to-face meeting and challenged him to come one-on-one alone, which I don't think is going to happen because we all know how the bloodline works in the scripted standpoint. However, Solo Sikoa accept. And he said, everyone that has been put around me, we have destroyed. And if Roman Reigns wants to come back, he will acknowledge me or he'll end up like everyone, including Cody Rhodes this Sunday. Which led me to believe one thing, that it is a huge possibility that Roman Reigns will return this next Saturday at SummerSlam in Cleveland. However, I'm not sure, but something in me thinks he might because keep in mind, Roman's been out for a while and you have to have sympathy for the guy because he has been grieving the loss of his father. And my thoughts and condolences are with him during this time. So, but it is still a possibility. And also, tonight we saw Nia Jackson, Tiffany Stratton face off and defeat Mia Yim and Bailey. And also, speaking of the bloodline, I noticed that Tiffany Stratton channeled her inner Rikishi by doing the stink face. And I know there's going to be somebody out there, I'm not doing this, but I know there's somebody out there that is going to channel their inner Dolph Ziggler. It should have been me. Speaking of Dolph Ziggler, tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, I will have a review out for Dolph Ziggler, aka Nick Nemeth. My top 10 favorite Dolph Ziggler matches to come tomorrow. So be sure to check that out on the day of Dolph Ziggler's birthday, as well as Triple H. And Adam Page, cowboy stuff. So be sure to check that out. And I believe I have covered just about everything that happened tonight, besides the fact that Mr. Crawford knocked out Austin Theory on this Friday night. It's Friday. We're not in Los Angeles, but you got knocked the heck out, Theory. I shouldn't be insulting you. I'm wearing your shirt. But in any event, that is my review of tonight's episode of Friday Night Smackdown. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, what you thought about tonight's episode of Smackdown, as well as your predictions on SummerSlam. But for now, I'm your host, Daniel Cody. Be sure to check out my Nick Nemeth review tomorrow. And until next time, have a great weekend, everyone.